Well, I have to say there was a ripple of shock going around the office here at Talk Towers this morning, just before this show began. Jose Mourinho sacked with immediate effect by the owners at Manchester United, one of the biggest football clubs in the world. He's been there under a bit of a cloud for the last few months. He hasn't been performing. The team haven't been performing. Alan Brazil joins me now very kindly after finishing his long shift on talkSPORT. Al, very good morning to you.
Mike, you're welcome. Just as we were about to finish, Ben ran in and said, Jose's gone, he's been sacked. I'll just pick up one of the papers, the Mirror this morning. Jose's a big-name manager playing small-town football, but with no obvious replacement, the Reds board are unlikely to wield the axe. Sky themselves, 10 minutes ago, said it's unlikely. Sky sources tell us Jose's going nowhere. Yeah. So it was a surprise, but when you think about it, it's not really, because United have been playing so average of late. It's been bad. It's been a
massive failing for them, hasn't it been? I mean, I could never understand why the Manchester United board let Sir Alex Ferguson leave at the same time as the chief executive, Mr. Gill. Yes. And the whole place seemed to just fall apart. I mean, since then, we've had, Louis van Gaal, who came into poor David Moyes, who didn't actually, on the face of things, do as badly as everyone thought. But what are they going to do now? They're in the middle of the season, still in Europe.
Mate, they need a clear out. Now, this morning, one of the big stories we're dealing with on talkSPORT was Pogba. Italian newspapers are reporting, or sources in Italy, that Juventus are coming in on January for Pogba. Oh, yeah. He wants to go. They want him. What happens now? Who takes over?
Well, that's the other thing that's interesting me about the football business now, because Pogba's agent has been quite chippy on the side, hasn't he? He's been sort of nipping away at Jose Mourinho, nipping away at Manchester United. Clearly, there's been a falling out between Pogba and Mourinho somewhere along the line. And somehow, is it possible that this agent has kind of forced the hand of Manchester United to get Mourinho out?
Well, there's no doubt about it. Mendes and Raiola are the two big boys, and they do control world football. Yeah. There's no doubt about it. They have all the big stars and the big managers. So Jose would have known this is coming. Look, he stayed up there in a hotel. Was he settled? He didn't look happy. He lost that sparkle.
He never looked happy, did he?
I'm a Mourinho fan. I like Jose. I went over to Cobham and I spent a good hour with him, and he was lovely, right? And I like him, and his record of winning things is sensational. But this was a little bit different, Mike. His body language told me it was different. The players going out there. Now, I've never seen a Manchester United team go to Anfield and sort of not stroll about, but no fight, no will, no confidence. No. And I thought, this is not right. So whoever takes over, or caretaker's got one hell of a job here. Because he's going to have to galvanise not just Lukaku and Pogba, he's going to have to galvanise almost every player apart from the goalkeeper.
The fans
They're all underachieving.
Yeah, the fans will probably be happy. I mean, I've been noticing over the past, say, couple of months, 2-3 months ago, people were saying, give him his time, he's Jose Mourinho, let him have his head and see how he does. But more and more now I've been seeing fans who are just saying, just let him go, it's just not working.
Well, it's not working. But I've always said I think it's partly the players and partly Jose. He's not getting the best out of them. But these guys are different now, Mike. I'm not saying in my day or, even 15 years ago. Yeah. These guys are superstars now. And I honestly think to myself, do they really care when they get beat? Do they really care at the end of the month when they played 6 games and won 2, drawn 2 and lost 2? Do they care?
And they've got another $500,000 or maybe $2 million in the bank.
Football has changed, Mike. And I'm not digging out every player. It's just a change in football overall. And this is on the morning, or when we hear that they play, they've got a big game.
PSG,
Paris Saint-Germain, which is difficult. Yeah. But they're all difficult games at this stage. So whoever takes over, whether it be a permanent, they're talking about $40 million for Pochettino. Has he suddenly said, I'll come in January?
I mean, this is what I'm going to say. I mean, could it be that they haven't got a manager to come in? Would they sack somebody without having somebody to stroll into the job?
Well, they might do, because maybe they've wanted Jose to do a couple of things, play him, play that. Pogba stays. He said, I'm not having it. I'm leaving. Yeah. So that it might have been a two-way decision.
What about the Zinedine Zidane scenario?
I was coming to that.
Because he's not in a job at the moment, is he?
And they tell me he's learning English, but that could mean anything. That could mean anything.
Well, some of us are still learning English.
But if he comes, Mr. Parry, how is he?
Well, exactly.
But if Zidane comes, Mike, he's got a hell of a job to do as well. They may say with Martial, with Pogba, the French side of it, he'll get them going, but Honestly, it's not about a couple of players for United.
No.
I would say it's 9 or 10 players.
Yeah, it's like you say, you want to clear out the whole
Yes.
shebang. Do you think he'll go back to Real Madrid? Because that's the other story that we've been hearing recently.
Jose, or he could. Maybe it's time for Jose to have a break. He'll probably head to Dubai.
Yeah.
Have a little break. Look, he's a very wealthy man anyway, regardless of what Manchester United pay him.
Well, he's getting somewhere between 12 and 18 million.
Jose's he's minted. He's got loads of dough.
Yeah.
Is it time now for an international job? Take it a little bit easier. Maybe Portugal, somewhere like that, or. I don't know.
But you know what these guys are like. I mean, they love the game. They love the business. They love the cut and thrust of it all. He loves nothing better. I mean, his favourite his moment of this year was when he cupped his ear there at Juventus, because he got a result.
I didn't see that coming.
Because he got a great result there. But he loves all that. I can't see him walking away in a way to just kind of, look after his allotment.
He was at Inter, wasn't he? He done very well. So, look, he's done everywhere. Where he's been, he's done well, apart from Manchester United.
Yeah.
So, look, I wish him well.
Yeah.
I really do. I think, his record, you cannot be lucky and have a record like that. But the game has changed.
Yeah.
And maybe he just couldn't get the best out of an average bunch.
And just away from the football for a minute, I mean, I've been fired loads of times in my life. Sadly, never with this kind of level of money.
Yeah.
But everybody, I want to ask the people out there to call us 0344 499 1000 because you'll have been sacked from jobs before. I want to hear the stories. You've had a few encounters with the management. You're sacked a few times from the same place.
Oh, yeah.
Which is fantastic. I mean, it's one of the great records of talkSPORT, is it not? But, I mean, hopefully that's not going to happen again. We never know, though. We're all in this very, very kind of precarious
what you have
world,
to do is, if it happens, you roll your sleeves up.
Yeah.
And you be positive.
Listen,
I'm going to get a better job.
Every time I've been sacked, it's always ended up being better for me.
Yeah. So, people, you've got to have that drive.
Yeah.
You've got to have confidence. And that's what's lacking in United's squad, the drive and confidence.
Yeah. And they
so
need to
whoever
get that
goes
back.
in's got a big job to do, Mike.
Absolutely.